What's up, family? Bftb, best fight the best. Look, man, I'm on the road, man. I got work I gotta do in Philly, so I gotta roll up to Philly to take care of this bi-idness. But while I'm running the road, we're gonna go ahead and cook. You know how we do. Who we got in the building? Hold the phone fighting. What's popping? Leon Robinson, Mr. Shelton, Big Snack Pack, CB, my brother. What it do? Jay Cooley, what's popping? Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Salute. Kane the bad guy. Donald Grant, what's good? My brother Jay Breezy. Picasso in the building. Focus Ball, what's popping? Brothers UK, what it do, family? Macadon 1, what it do? Calvin Johnson, what's popping? Fortunately, but it's all gravy. We're gonna get to it, man. Let's cook. I'm gonna get to this right off the bat, bro. Right off the bat, let's get to this action. Bro, we're gonna again, I addressed this yesterday, but apparently my diehard Bud fans, the perfection. Albert Banks in the building. Salute. Dante Watkins, what's good, man? Robert Smiley, I see you. CMB, what's popping, family? Yeah. Matter of fact, let me address that right quick, Arwick. Let me address that. Killer Shamu, salute. Yo, Terrence Bud Crawford is not washing Sean Porter. All right? It's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Stop it. It is not happening. And I love Bud. I think Bud is a beast. Now, Bud losing is a whole different... Nah, I don't think Bud loses. I mean, but... Hey, you're entitled to your opinion, fam. You're entitled to your opinion. My brother, Jamil Allen, salute. And when my brother Vato comes in, I got to wrench him back up because he emailed me, but I had to get up yesterday. I was getting off because Blue was on. Young Murph, the cut, man, was popping. But anyways, listen, man. Nobody is going to wash Sean Porter. Your best opportunity to beat Sean Porter is to knock him out. Now, you could beat him on points, but if you want to say, oh, I totally dominated and outclassed and washed him or whatever, well, then knock him out then. Knock him out. If you knock him out, then watch him Akbad, what's popping. If you knock him out, that's irrefutable. There's no debate if you knock him out. No debate at all. Other than that, Sean Porter is going to make every fight debatable. I remember I was driving to Jersey about 3 weeks ago. And I was telling everybody in here, put some respect on Sean Porter's name. I remember this conversation. Saying, put respect, R-E-S-P-E-K, put respect on Sean Porter's name. I remember this conversation. On this exact same road, on 95, heading to Jersey. I remember this conversation. I remember this. Christopher West was popping. Mr. Landlord in the building. I see you. My brother Duke, what's good? But anyways, enough of the past, bro. Enough of the past. Right now, just because Sean Porter does to Errol Spence the exact same thing he did to Danny Garcia, to Ugas, to Kell Brook, and to Keith Thurman, he made the fight close, tough, and debatable. So because Sean Porter did that to Errol Spence, the same thing he's done to everybody, because Sean Porter did the exact same thing he's done to everybody, all of a sudden, oh, he's got to run that back. Sean Porter, Errol Spence got exposed. He got to run that back. Oh, you got to do that. You got to run it back. And here I am for the past 2-3 days saying, no, Errol does not need to run it back. No, he doesn't. He beat that man. The same way that Thurman beat him, the same way that Kell Brook beat him. He beat him. He don't need a rematch. If Errol wants to rematch, fine, I'm with it. I fuck with it because Sean is one of the best. And that is the best fighting the best. So I fuck with it. I got no beef. Run it back if you want to. Nitty G was popping. But the problem that I have is when these Errol Spence haters, and that's what they are. They're Errol Spence haters, these guys that claim they're diehard Bud fans, right? They're diehard Bud fans. Oh, it's Bud. Bud does this and Bud does that. And then they come out saying, Errol, he was exposed and Sean was doing his thing to Errol and blah, blah, blah. And he don't want that work. He don't want to give no rematch to Sean. Well, listen to what you're saying, bro. Listen to what you're saying. By you saying Errol Spence don't want to do a rematch, Errol Spence was exposed, who are you hurting? Bro, who are you guys hurting? My brother Mark, one look in the building. Salute. Bro, to my die-hard Bud fans, the die-hard Bud fans that are coming in here saying that Errol Spence don't want that work again with Shawn Porter. Who are you hurting? You are hurting Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is the one that ain't fighting nobody. So by you guys coming out here saying, oh, well, Errol don't want that work. Oh, Shawn Porter deserves a rematch. Okay, well, now he's giving him a rematch. Where does that leave Bud? H-Town in the building. Neil 6473, I see you. The perfection was popping. Again, all the die-hard Bud fans. All of the die-hard Bud fans. You cannot say that Errol Spence is ducking Bud Crawford because he is doing what you guys claimed he didn't want to do. This is what y'all saying. You're claiming he don't want to do it. Oh yeah, he don't want no smoke with Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter exposed him. Shawn Porter did this. Shawn Porter did that. Bro, let me explain this to you guys again. Let me say this again. I, Bftb, am about the best fighting the best. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care, bro. I don't care what name you want to plug in. You want to plug in Bud, plug in Errol, plug in Shawn, plug in Danny, plug in Keith, plug in Kell Brook at the time when he was fighting. Plug him in. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. As long as they are the best fighter fighting another guy that is considered the best, I'm okay. I'm 100% okay. 100%. I have no beef with the fight if it is the best fighting the best. No beef at all. Muhammad is the one. Salute. Leon Robinson, I see you. Gravy Davey in the building. And that is the problem that you guys have. Big LT was popping, family. That is the problem that you guys have. The Spence haters. The guys that claim you're a die-hard Bud fan. That's all you are. Oh, Bud beats them all. Bud washes him. Okay, well, if Bud beats them all and Bud washes him, but you're out here capping for Shawn, telling Errol that he needs to fight Shawn again, how is that helping Bud? Explain to me how Errol Spence fighting Shawn Porter again is helping Bud. How? How is that helping Bud? So let me guess. You was out here, all you guys was out here capping, talking about how Shawn Porter exposed Errol and Shawn Porter did this and Shawn Porter did that. Bro, Shawn Porter has always been good. He's always been good. Always. Shawn Porter has never been a bum. Never. Asantiel, salute. Black Ham in the building, salute. Shawn Porter has never been a bum. Never. There has never been a time in Shawn Porter's career when you can say Shawn Porter is trash. Shawn Porter's a bum. Oh, he's a bum. Never. And none of these guys was out here talking about, oh, well, Keith Thurman was exposed by Shawn Porter. He was exposed. Go listen, and anybody that's telling me he was, anybody that's telling me you were, bro, I went back and watched dozens and dozens and dozens of videos. Dozens, bro. I went back and watched dozens of videos of the Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman fight. Dozens. I went back and watched all kind of shit that people were saying about that. There was a handful of people, just a handful, saying that they need to run it back. A handful. Not many at all. Go through the comments, you don't see nothing. Oh, Shawn beat him. You'll see Shawn beat him, or you'll see mainly Keith Thurman won that fight. Keith Thurman beat him. And then that's it. You don't hear nobody pressing, oh, Keith Thurman needs to give him a rematch. He needs to run that back. No, Keith Thurman needs to do this. Keith Thurman was exposed. You don't see none of that shit. None of it. Go back and watch the other videos with Shawn Porter and Ugas for about a day and a half. Day and a half, maybe two. It was, well, Ugas deserves a rematch. A day and a half, maybe two. After that, nobody cared about it no more. Nobody gave a damn. Nothing. Go back and look at the Kell Brook fight. Kell Brook, Shawn Porter. A day and a half, 2 days. 3 tops. It was, oh, well, Kell Brook should give Shawn the rematch. Does Shawn even want the rematch? Those were the things that I was seeing in the comment sections. But when it comes to Errol Spence, decision. Run it back means rematch. When it comes to Errol Spence, you all's hate and disdain for a man who is trying to be undisputed. For hate and disdain for this dude. Your hate and disdain has got you now. Now you're talking about you're a big Bud fan, right? You're a diehard Bud fan. Okay, you're a diehard. So don't tell me when Errol Spence fights Sean Porter, I bet not see none of you niggas coming here telling me that Errol Spence is ducking Bud Crawford. Errol Spence is fighting Sean Porter and ducking Bud Crawford. I swear to God, I don't care who you are, bro. If you're telling me that Errol Spence is ducking Bud Crawford because he's fighting Sean Porter, I'm blocking you. I don't care who you are. If you got a wrench, it's getting removed. I don't care who you are, bro, because I'm the can man. And I'm consistent. I'm very consistent, bro. I am consistent. All right? Consistent. Now, for the better part of 3 days now, I've been telling y'all, there don't need to be a rematch. He beat that man. There is no rematch is needed. He beat that man. He beat him. All right? He beat that man. Errol Spence beat Sean Porter. No rematch is needed. Sean Porter, if you wanted the rematch, then you should have put it in the contract. You should have put it in the contract. No rematch is needed. He beat him. Sean Porter, hold that L just like you did for Keith Thurman and Kell Brook. Hold that L. Now, if Errol Spence wants to give him a rematch like he's apparently doing, I got no beef, because Sean Porter is still one of the best. And that is the best fighting the best. I got no beef with Errol Spence giving him a rematch. None. So anybody coming here telling me, oh, you don't want to see, oh, you're hating, bro. I'm not hating, bro, at all. Not even a little bit. I will say this again. Me, Bftb, I am about the best fighting the best. I've always been that way. Always. And Sean Porter is one of the best. So if Errol Spence says, let's run it back, I'll give you another shot. No problem. I'm okay with that fight because he's one of the best. When Errol Spence said, okay, I'll fight Danny Garcia, I'm okay with that fight because Danny is one of the best. I'm okay. If it's Manny Pacquiao, I'm okay. If it's fucking Keith Thurman, I'm okay. Totally okay with that. Totally okay. I am not okay with fucking green beans. I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with green beans. Now, I understand green beans because that's a mandatory, so I understand it. I totally get it. I have no problem with Bud fighting green beans because that's a mandatory and he's got to fight that man. So I have no problem with that fight because he must fight him, right? But if you guys, you Bud fans, you diehard Bud fans, and I'm a Bud fan, and I'm not even saying that. Listen, bro, for you so-called Bud fans that say Errol is ducking, I bet not see nada one of you come in here and tell me that Errol is ducking Bud because he's fighting in a rematch. I bet not see none of it. Not one. I bet not see none of you guys coming here. None of you. Nada one of you. Wrench, coroner or not, I better not see you coming here telling me that Errol Spence is ducking Bud Crawford because he's fighting Sean Porter in a rematch. Because you were so adamant, you were dead set, you were pressing for Errol and Sean to do it again. That y'all were doing it. You were pressing for Errol and Sean to do it again. Not you, Brother Reality. Not you, fam. Not you. But the people that were saying that Errol was ducking know who they are. They know who they are. They know exactly who they are. And if the shoe fits, wear it. If it don't fit, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. If the shoe fits, wear it. So I'm saying this and I'm going to keep it 100 because I've been doing that ever since I've been on YouTube. I've been a buck across the board. And I stand on my consistency. Regardless if I like it or not. I stand on it, bro. Salute to my brother Agro XR, man. He said whenever Floyd had a fight, it was questionable victory. He ran it back to prove everybody wrong. This gonna put Bud on the seaside. My brother Agro XR, salute. Black Thanos in the building, salute, family. Here's the problem, bro. Here's the problem that I have with this fight. Now remember what everybody is saying now. Remember what, and I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people, all the haters and a lot of the diehard Bud fans have been saying Crawford is getting older. Errol Spence is aging him out. That's what they have been saying. That is one of the excuses that they have been using. Crawford doesn't have much left He doesn't have much time left. Texas Bubba 6 was popping. Boxin South D-Town in the building. Renault Azor, salute. They have been saying that Crawford doesn't have much time left in boxing. He's getting older. That's what they have been saying. So Errol Spence is trying to wait Bud out. He's trying to age him out. These same people, the same exact ones, saying that Errol needs to fight Sean Porter. They're the same ones. They're the same ones. All right? The same ones. The same people are saying Errol needs to give Sean Porter a rematch. Errol was exposed. Oh, Errol did this and Errol did that. Errol needs to give him the rematch. Well, you are speaking detrimentally about your own fighter. You're speaking detrimentally about the fight that you so-called want to see. Because if Errol is rematching Sean Porter again, then that puts Bud on the back burner again. It puts Bud farther away. So by the time that Errol and Bud do fight, then Bud is going to be that much older. Bud is going to be that. Listen, I'm not even, brother reality, I am not even talking about A side, B side. I ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about the fight happening in general. I'm not talking about A side. I ain't talking about B side. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the fight happening in general. These fighters, Bud, Errol, Sean, Keith, all of them, they fight twice a year. Now, they may want to fight more than that. They may want to. But the problem with them wanting to, the problem with Sean, Errol, these guys, the big snack pack was popping. Came the bad guy in the building. The problem with these guys wanting to fight more than twice a year, King Coleon, salute. The problem with these guys wanting to fight more than twice a year is us. Us. Me. Y'all. They cannot fight the best, fighting the best every single fight. They can't. And we are going to criticize them. We are going to slam them. We are going to hold them accountable, saying, listen, you guys ain't fighting the best. Why is Bud Crawford fighting a nigga named Green Beans? Why? Salute my brother reality, man. He said that wasn't directed at you, Bftb. It was in the chat. I feel you, King. I feel you, my brother. And I know you wasn't talking to me, King. I know you wasn't talking to me, my brother reality. I know that for a fact, family. I know. We family, King. I know for a fact if you was talking to me, you would just address me. I know this. You didn't have to super chat that, family. I know. All I'm saying is, the reason why these guys don't fight more than 2 times a year is us. Us. We do this. Jimmy Bernard was popping. We do this. We are out here saying no, I don't care who those guys fight, as long as the best fighting the best. I don't care. Don't care. If you're not fighting the best, I'm going to criticize you. Well, guess what? Guess what? The best fight, Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and Manny Pacquiao are all not going to fight each other in 1 calendar year. It will never happen. So there's going to be criticism that these fighters are trying not to get. They are trying not to get it. Rupert Isaac, salute. They're trying not to get it. Marquise Johnson was popping. They don't want to be criticized, bro. They want to be looked at as fighting the best. They want to be looked at least trying to fight the best. So when a Linguini nigga comes up, ain't nobody going to accept that shit. Nobody's going to accept Linguini. Nobody. Nobody is, bro. Bud Crawford is fighting Green Beans, and he's doing that in the mandatory, and still everybody's giving him shit for that fight. Everybody is giving this nigga shit for fighting Spinach. Nobody wants to see Bud fight Spinach, and that's his mandatory. He has to fight him. He must. And we are giving him shit for fighting Lettuce, and he must fight him. I guarantee you, Bud does not want to fight this nigga Turnips. I guarantee you, bro. He does not want to fight this salad-ass nigga. Bud wants to fight Errol. Bud wants to fight Danny. Bud wants to fight Keith. Bud wants to fight all these guys. I don't know if he wants to fight Sean because he said he don't. He don't want to fight Sean. So I'm not going to say Sean because he said out of his mouth that he don't want to fight that man. But he does want to fight those other guys. He put up an offer to fight Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? He keeps calling out Errol Spence. He keeps calling him out. That's what's up his food. Enjoy yourself. That's what's up is food. Find that nigga, that's what's up, and clap that nigga to the white meat. He is Grubhub. Enjoy yourself. Anyways, now, Bud Crawford wants to fight these guys, bro. Bud Crawford wants to fight them. He is not trying to fight this motherfucking salad-ass nigga, bro. He's not trying to fight this. But again, the problem is us. That's the problem, us. You know, if you go look at Mike Tyson was not fighting killer after killer after killer after killer. He was not. At all. At all. That nigga was not fighting killer after killer, bro. Mike Tyson got a few Donnie Lalondes in that motherfucker. And everybody gave him credit because he's like, damn, Mike Tyson is just destroying motherfuckers. They didn't talk about his competition. Go back and look at these other fighters, bro. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers they fought that were not top fighters. A whole bunch. But that was a different era. And in that era, you can fight who you wanted to fight as long as you was fighting. As long as you was fighting and winning, you can Tyson Fury it up all day long. As long as you was fighting and winning, you can be Tyson Fury, no problem. Tyson Fury would have fit in very well back there. Just fighting a bunch of bums and every now and then fighting somebody that's good. Justin Newton was good. Now, what I'm saying to you guys, I'm not discrediting anybody. I'm not shitting on anybody. Nobody. New Jersey say we was looking for that guy that had KO power. Well, that's your problem. That's your problem. That's your problem for looking for the guy that had KO power. That's your problem. So this guy in New Jersey that runs in here says he was looking for the guy that had KO power. Okay, well I thought Keith Thurman was the hardest puncher at welterweight. Why didn't Keith Thurman knock out Sean Porter? New Jersey. I thought that Danny Garcia, and I say Danny Garcia is the hardest puncher at welterweight. That's what I say. So why didn't Danny Garcia knock out Sean Porter? New Jersey. If y'all was looking for the guy that had knockout power, why weren't you looking when Sean Porter fought Keith Thurman? Why weren't you looking when Sean Porter fought Cal Brook? Why weren't you looking when Sean Porter fought Danny Garcia? Fuck out of here, dude. Miss me with that bullshit, hater. You are a hater, dude. You are an absolute hater. Oh, we were looking for the guy with knockout power. Okay. So is Keith Thurman, is his name one time because he has knockout power, or is his name one time because he's going to run every time? Oh, you're talking about Tyson. Okay. All right. I see what you're saying, New Jersey. You're talking about Tyson. All right. I feel you, New Jersey. You talking about Tyson. Okay, I got you, man. I got you. Salute to New Jersey, man. Salute. Anyways, let me get back to this work. Bro, y'all guys, the Bud fans. B-Man, what's poppin', family? The die-hard Bud fans and the Errol Spence haters that come in, right? The die-hard Bud fans and the Errol Spence haters that come in saying, they come in saying, oh, well, you know, Errol was exposed. Errol ducked. Errol is ducking Bud. You guys, I'm talking to you. I'm speaking to you directly. If you're saying that Errol Spence is ducking Bud, and then you're saying that Errol Spence got exposed by Sean, right? And now Errol Spence is going to rematch Sean. How is that helping Bud? Salute the guys. Salute the perfection in the building. Chicago Golden Gloves. What's poppin', family? The Zenith. What it do? I need somebody to explain to me, how is Errol Spence, who is younger than Terrence Bud Crawford? Errol Spence is younger. How is Errol Spence fighting Sean Porter in a rematch? How is that rematch helping Bud? Cypress Hill, what's poppin', fam? Anybody, somebody, anybody. I need a Bud fan. I need a die-hard Bud fan, or just a Bud fan in general. A Bud fan in general. Explain to me how an Errol Spence Sean Porter rematch is helping Bud. Somebody tell me this. Somebody explain this. Art the Money Magnet. Terrence Crawford versus Danny Garcia. I got no problem. But guess what? You offered Danny Garcia $3 million. If I'm not mistaken, you gave Amir Khan 7 to 8. Danny Garcia was willing to fight Kell Brook. He was willing to fight Bud Crawford, but he wanted more money. So if you gave Amir Chin Khan 7 to 8 million to fight Bud, but you're only offering Danny Garcia, who beat Amir Khan. You're offering Danny Garcia, who beat Amir Khan. He beat him. He knocked him out. He stopped him. Danny Garcia stopped Amir Khan. All right? He stopped Amir Khan. So you're offering Amir Khan 7 to 8 million. 6 to 7. It was between 6, 7, or 8. It was one of those three. Between 6 and 8 million. So you're offering Amir Khan between 6 and 8 million. You gave Amir Chin Khan between 6 and 8 million to fight Bud. But you won't give Danny Garcia more than 3. And Danny Garcia stopped Amir Khan. He stopped that man. Not on questionable low blows. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. And I'm not saying Bud low blowed him, because I didn't see no low blow. All I'm saying is Danny Garcia stopped Amir Khan when Amir Khan was Amir Khan. He stopped him and took his belts. Stopped him and took his belts. But yet you are not willing to give Danny Garcia more than 3 million. But yet you give Amir Chin Khan between 6 and 8. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? I don't understand how that makes sense. I swear to God, I don't get that. I don't get it. So somebody needs to clear this up for me, because I don't get it. Don't get it, bro. I don't understand. Nino Brown in the building. DMV, stand the fuck up. What's poppin', family? But let me say this again, bro. Let me run this back. I don't get it. Don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I swear to God, bro, I don't get it. So you offer Amir Chin Khan between 6. No, it was more than 5 million, brother. It was more than 5. He offered Amir Chin Khan. Amir Chin Khan got between 6 and 8 million dollars. Well, you offered Danny Garcia a flat fee of 3 or some shit like that. So, bro, how about you give Danny Garcia what you gave Amir Chin Khan? Do that. Give Danny Garcia. You gotta at least start at that, bro. Because Danny Garcia stopped Amir Chin. Danny Garcia stopped Amir Chin, bro. He stopped him way before Bud even thought about fighting Amir Chin. So how does Danny get less than Amir Chin? My brother Christopher Jordan in that super chat, he say, oops, I'll wait. Salute, fam. I'll wait, bro. I'll wait. Somebody explain this to me. Now, I'm not on no haterade, bro. I'm not on no hating shit, bro. Because everything I'm saying to you guys is facts. And my brother Reality, my brother is in the building, right? My brother, he knows my brother is a big Bud fan, diehard Bud fan. And if I was hating, he'd let me know. We family. We can speak that. My brother Reality is a big Bud fan. If I'm hating on my brother Reality, if I'm hating on Bud, let me know. If I'm hating on Bud, let me know. Because I see Brother Reality all over the LDBC repping for Bud. Everywhere. Repping. Hard and heavy. And my brother Stephen L. My brother Stephen L is a diehard Bud fan. Stephen L, if I'm hating on Bud, nigga, let me know. Let me know. Let me know right now if I'm hating on him. Everything I'm saying is facts. Let me know. I'm not hating on that man. I love Bud. I love that man. I think that dude is special. I've said it so many times I can't say it enough. That man is special, bro. That is a special fighter, bro. A special fighter who has all the skills and attributes to beat anybody. Anybody. Earl included. He is special, bro. I will not waver from that stance. But that what I'm saying, I believe that. That's my opinion, and I believe it, and I'm standing on it. However, the other things that I'm saying are facts. There are facts, bro. What I'm saying is facts. That what I'm saying is 100% facts. 100. That man Bud does not need to be at top rank. They are holding this man back. That man, for all the Bud, the Errol Spence haters that come in here talking about how Errol is ducking Bud, and Errol this and Errol that and Errol this and Errol that. Okay, understand what I'm saying, bro. Understand what I'm saying. If Errol is ducking Bud because he's trying to age Bud out, what is Errol fighting Sean? What is that doing for Bud? What is that doing for Bud? Now, I saw that dude roll in talking shit about how Errol got exposed. That other nigga rolled in talking about Errol shows weaknesses. Okay. So Errol fighting Sean is doing what for Bud? What is it doing? Nope, we haven't covered it yet, boxing education, but we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. I'm trying to figure out right now what Sean fighting Errol in a rematch, what is that doing for Bud? My die-hard Bud fans who want Bud to fight all these guys, who claim that everybody is ducking Bud, who calls Bud the boogeyman, right? If Bud is the boogeyman, you guys are pressing. You pressed for Errol to fight Sean again, and apparently now he's doing it. So explain to me what that does for the boogeyman. Salute my brother Reality. Yeah, you have to get on live, King, because we're going to have to cook. My brother Ohio runs boxing. He was going to get on live, but our schedules conflict. So I chopped it up with him today on the phone, and me and my brother, you know what I'm saying, we just chopped it up for a little bit. But he was supposed to get on live, you know what I'm saying, we were supposed to cook on this. But brother Reality, brother, I welcome you at all times, family. Now, I need my family to understand something, bro. I need my family to understand. You guys have 100% access to the graveyard at all times. Whenever you want on, all you gotta do is email me and say, yo, Bftb, get me on. I'll send you the link ASAP. ASAP, right? Now you guys can get on at any time. Y'all got the keys to the graveyard just like I do. We all got the same keys. Yes, Nino Brown. Yes, bro. Yes, it keeps Bud stagnant. It keeps Bud out here getting older. Bud ain't in no cryogenics machine. Bud is not sitting here in a time machine, not getting older while everybody else around him is. FOJ, salute, family. Bud is getting older just like everybody else is. The problem is he's older than everybody else. That's the problem. He's older, already older. So while Bud is older than everybody else and getting older, all these young niggas is just getting a what's the name on them? All these young niggas is just getting 1 extra year on their life. Well, Bud's getting an extra year in his life, but he's already old. He's already older. Well, not old, but older. So it's like, man, FOG was popping, family. I'm sitting here like, bro, you guys are just inconsistent as fuck, man. They running here talking about, oh, well, Errol needs to give Sean a rematch. Sean exposed him. But then you don't want to talk about all the exposing that Sean did for your favorite fighter. You don't want to talk about the exposing that Sean did for Kell Brook, the exposing he did for Danny Garcia, the exposing he did for Keith Thurman, the exposing he did for Ugas. You don't want to talk about none of that exposing. None of that. Sean don't deserve no rematch for none of those fights. But he deserves a rematch for Errol. That just points out your hate for Errol, bro. That points out your hate, bro. Just so y'all know, I'm going to say it again. Stanley Bailey was popping. That points out your hate for Errol. Because if you were not out here pressing for Errol to get a rematch with with Thurman, if you not Sean, but if you're not pressing for Sean to get a rematch with Thurman, if you weren't pressing for Sean to rematch Ugas, if you weren't pressing for Sean to rematch Danny, if you weren't pressing for Sean to rematch Kell Brook, then miss me when you're pressing for Errol to rematch Sean. What? Amber, that bitch Amber only got 10 years? Bro, I got no faith in the justice system. None. Zero. I got no faith in the justice system. None. Absolutely none. None. This motherfucking fan, what's poppin', King? My brother Kenny Linder in the building. This bitch literally said she killed somebody. Killed him. I went into your house and shot you because you wouldn't give me no dick. We was fucking, you stopped fucking me. I'm going to your house and shooting you, killing you, and I only get 10 years. And they're probably going to give her half of that shit time served. And 3/4 of that, they're going to say good behavior. This bitch will be out in 2 years. Disgusting. But anyways, this is murder, bro. This ain't manslaughter. Murder. Motherfuckers get the electric chair for this shit. And she admitted to doing it. Murder. And you got 10 years. Disgusting. No faith in justice system, dog. None. No faith at all. I'm on my own justice. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Come see me. Just understand, when you come see me, you ain't going back. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. Absolute disgusting, pathetic. Somebody should have iced this bitch. There is your eye for an eye. Oh, so you killed this man? Fine. Then you die, bitch. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to this. Let me get back to this work. Let me get back to this boxing. Because that's a whole nother topic. Let me get back to this boxing. Anyways, right? So I love Bud, bro. I love Bud. I want the best for Bud. I want the absolute best for Bud. I want Bud to fight all the best fighters. I want Errol to fight all the best fighters. I want Sean to fight, well shit, Sean does fight all the best fighters. Shit, so I can't even put Sean in that category because he already fights them all. I want Danny Garcia to fight all the best fighters. I want Keith Thurman to fight all the best fighters. And I want Manny Pacquiao to fight all the best fighters. I want all these guys to fight all the best fighters. All right? I want them all to fight all the best fighters. All of them. But the problem is, there's two problems. One, the business of boxing. And then two, us, the fans. There is the problem with Errol Spence fighting 3 and 4 times a year. Because nobody is going to give Errol Spence credit for fighting Ocampo again. Nobody. If Errol Spence fights Ocampo again, they're going to be like, oh my God, Errol Spence is fighting a bum. He's fighting a bum. Well, Errol Spence cannot fight Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, and Bud Crawford all in the same year because the business of boxing won't allow that to happen. All right, let me say this again. The business, get this guy, whatever the fuck, mama, fuck you and your mama. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. Permanently. Permanently. Smash him, bust him to the white meat, and get him out of here permanently. Now, anyways, let's get back to boxing. Let's get back to this, right? So, the business of boxing won't allow that to happen. And why this whole ass nigga ran in here talking about the UFC, face of the UFC, the UFC. Man, get the fuck out of here with the UFC shit. Them motherfuckers ain't fighting all the best motherfuckers either. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. Oh, the UFC is fighting all the best. The fuck out of here. That fucking piece of shit Kobe would have been fought somebody by now. He would have been fought Woodley. He turned Woodley down. Would have been fought Usman. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Miss me. But anyways, back to boxing. Let's get back to this work. So, again, bro, I want to see this. See the best fighters fighting the best. We all want to see that. But the business of boxing won't allow it. Facts, focus ball. Facts. The business of boxing won't allow this. It is the business of boxing. And for all of these bitch ass niggas running here talking about the UFC this or these clown ass niggas shitting on Al Heyman or fuck that clown. But these bitch ass niggas shitting on Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? Understand something. Understand something. You're coming in here, you're talking about this and that and how these fights need to be made. The best should fight the best, right? That's what you're saying. But the people that are hindering the best fights are the promoters. It is not Al Heyman hindering the best fighting the best. It's not him. But you guys are shitting and hating on Al. But the reality is, the people that's holding up the best fighting the best is Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn. They are holding up the best fighting the best. They are. Or did we forget? Did we forget that Anthony Joshua, when Deontay Wilder said the 50 million is in the bag, did we forget that Anthony Joshua replied to him and said, let's roll? Did you forget that? Did you forget? Did anybody forget that? Did anybody forget when the king, Deontay Wilder, spoke on 78? I mean, did everybody forget that? Did everybody forget that? Because I damn sure didn't. I didn't forget when Anthony Joshua said, when Deontay Wilder said, I talked to Anthony Joshua behind the scenes. And this man said, I need to run this by Eddie Hearn. And mysteriously, when he ran it by Eddie Hearn, all of a sudden Eddie Hearn's talking about, we need to see the money first. And then saying, oh, I never asked to see it. Then got Anthony Joshua out here talking about, well, I'm not going to sell my soul. Well, bitch nigga, you said let's roll. You bitch ass nigga, you said let's roll. So that tells me, if Anthony Joshua says let's roll, then that's telling me that you was ready to make it happen. Until you went back and talked to Baronetti, and they got in your faggot ass head and told you they'll get you some grown men to suck your dick. And you're like, well, damn, shit. Well, let me sit back then. If I'm going to get a bunch of grown men to slob my knob, let me sit back. Maybe I can get more than 50 million. And then all of a sudden, you don't want to sell your soul. Fuck you, you bitch ass, faggot ass nigga. Did we forget that Bob Arum jumped in the middle of Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder rematch? Did we forget this? So Tyson Fury could have signed. He could have signed to ESPN and still fought Deontay Wilder in May. He could have did that. But Bob Arum is the one that got in the middle and said, no, we're going to build Tyson Fury like George Foreman. We're going to build Tyson Fury like a George Foreman. We're going to build him up. We're going to get more tune-ups for Tyson Fury. Did y'all forget this shit? Did y'all forget this shit? This is promoters stopping this shit. Did y'all forget that Oscar De La Hoya? Did y'all forget that Oscar De La Hoya ran in this motherfucker and Coon Hopkins ran in here talking about Charlo don't deserve to fight Canelo? Did y'all forget this shit? No, I don't remember Canelo ever saying, now I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember Canelo ever saying, I'm not fighting Charlo. I don't remember that. Now I'll go back and look. I'll go back and do my research. But I don't remember Canelo ever saying he's not fighting Charlo. But I do remember Oscar De La Hoya saying, oh, well, Charlo don't deserve a Canelo fight. I do remember Coon Hopkins saying, oh, well, Charlo needs to fight his way. He needs to fight somebody. He needs to fight somebody. He needs to do this. I do remember this pussy nigga Sanchez when he was sucking Golovkin's dick talking about, oh, Charlo can't just fight Golovkin. He just can't fight him. He's got to go fight somebody. Why doesn't Charlo fight Danny Jacobs? He's got to fight somebody. And then Danny Jacobs coming out saying, you ain't touching M's yet. I remember all this shit. Did y'all fucking forget? Did y'all forget? Because I didn't forget. I did not forget. All right? And then on the inverse, on the flip side of that, I do remember Al Heyman having a newly crowned Charles Martin as a champion and feeding Charles Martin to the up-and-coming Anthony Joshua. That. Now, he could have held off and had Charles Martin fight some fucking bums to get some defenses on his title. He could have said, look, I want you to fight Deontay Wilder for less money. He could have did that. But all you bitch ass Al Heyman haters. You bitch ass stupid motherfuckers that run in here talking about you want to see best fighting the best and Al Heyman is holding up these fights. Okay, well if Al Heyman is holding up these fights, right? If Al Heyman, get this nigga Brothel the fuck out of here. Fuck Brothel. This nigga is food. He is food. And don't block him permanently. That faggot nigga is food. Alright? Find that faggot nigga Brothel. Find him and bust this nigga to the white meat. He is food. Fuck that faggot nigga. Ali A, aka Hamed. What if Deontay Wilder loses to Ortiz? So the fuck what? Then he loses. That's what. That's what. Now what? If Deontay Wilder loses to Ortiz, then he lost. And Deontay Wilder is fighting the best. He is fighting the best. Luis Ortiz is one of the best. That's who Deontay Wilder is fighting. So if he loses, then he loses. So what? And what's your point? What is your point? Ali A, what is your point? AKA Hamed, what is your point? Yes, Mr. Landlord, if he loses, then he does a rematch. What is your point? If Deontay Wilder loses to Luis Ortiz, who is one of the best, okay, he lost to one of the best. So, I'm still riding. I'll be right in this motherfucker, right here, the next day, saying, champ, get up, dust yourself off, get this fucking rematch in. That's what I'll be saying. I don't know what the fuck you'll be saying, but that's what I'll be saying. And bookmark this motherfucking live stream. Bookmark it. So if the king does lose, if he does lose, you will know what I'm saying. I'm not an AJ fuckboy. Like the rest of you dumbass niggas, you fake ass AJ fans who is all up in my channel, dick riding AJ. And as soon as this faggot nigga loses, all of a sudden you disappear. No, fuck that. Bftb will be right here the very next day. Matter of fact, that same night. I'll be here the same night saying, champ, I got you. I got you, champ. I'm still with you. We riding, my nigga. We riding. I got the jack. Let's fucking crank this car up. Let's change the tire. And let's get back on the road, my nigga. We riding. That's what I'll be doing. Don't know what the fuck you niggas be doing, but that's what I'm doing. Now, the rest of you niggas talking about anything else, eat a dick. Because that's what I'm doing. Now, anyways, let me get back to this work. Let's get back to this work. Alright? Again. Now, Sean Porter fighting Errol Spence is a great fucking fight. A great fight. I never, one time, not once, ever, did I ever say, never, don't do no rematch. Don't do a rematch. Sean Porter is a top 4 welterweight. Point blank and period. So if Errol Spence wants to fight this nigga 9 times in a row, I'm with it, goddammit, because Sean Porter is one of the best. Alright? Sean Porter is one of the best. And I stand for the best fighting the best. You can plug and play any fucking name you want. Plug any name you want in there. Plug and play all you want. Plug and play. Junior the Truth is in the building. Salute. My brother Trey X is up in this bitch. Salute, family. Now, let me say this again. I don't know about you niggas, but me, I am a consistent nigga. I've been consistent since the day I got on YouTube. And I ain't never gonna change. And ain't none of you niggas gonna make me change. Alright? I am about the best fighting the best. That's what I'm about. That's what I've been about. That's the reason why my name and my channel is what it is. Sean Porter is one of the best. He is a top 4 welterweight. Point blank and period. And if Errol Spence fights this nigga 30 times in a row, I'm with it. Because that nigga is one of the best. I don't see anybody else giving him a rematch. I don't see Keith Thurman giving Sean Porter a rematch. I don't see it. I saw Keith Thurman talking about it. Oh yeah, I might want to give Sean Porter a rematch. I seen him talk about it, but he ain't do it. This nigga went out and fought motherfucking Josito Lopez and Manny Pacquiao. I didn't see him fight Sean Porter for no rematch. What happened? What happened, Keefy? Why didn't you do a rematch? What happened? Didn't see Kell Brook giving Sean Porter a rematch. So everybody talking about this rematch shit, miss me, bro. Miss me. Sean Porter didn't just deserve a rematch with fighting Errol Spence, all right? He did not just deserve his rematch from fighting Errol Spence. He deserved a rematch with Kell Brook. He deserved a rematch with fucking Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Ugas deserves a rematch. Fuck, Danny Garcia deserves a rematch. They all deserve rematches. So miss me with that shit. Miss me. Had some nigga on fucking I had some nigga on Instagram hit me up talking about, oh, well, you need to keep that same energy and blah blah blah. Hey, there's more food for y'all. There's more food. Go ahead and eat. There's more food. Enjoy yourselves. There's more food. Smack the nigga to the white meat and then block him permanently. Smack the nigga to the white meat and then destroy this nigga permanently. Send this nigga to the abyss permanently. Smack him to the white meat and then send him to the abyss permanently. Ashley's Corner, what's up, Queen? Now, let's get back to this work. Let's get back to this work. All right, because I'm not a dude. Now, the Instagram post that I put up is still there, where I said I don't see Sean Porter beating Errol Spence any other way but, you know, jumping up the rope and tackling him and blah blah blah. Yes, that was all fun and games. That's my prediction. My prediction is an opinion, and I stand on it. It ain't going nowhere. It's still there. Y'all, you can go find the Instagram post. It's still there. I didn't take it down. It is still there. But what you fail to mention is when it came down to the nitty-gritty, me, Bftb, was out here telling y'all put respect on this man's name. Respect him. Now, all of a sudden, Sean deserves a rematch. The fuck you mean he deserves a rematch all of a sudden? Sean Porter didn't just get good. All right? Sean Porter did not just get good. Sean Porter been good. He's always been good. Tony Roan, what's happening? Sean Porter has always been good. He did not just get good. He's always been good. So if anybody that he lost to or any fight that was close, if they're saying that, oh, well, Sean deserves a rematch, well, then Sean deserves a rematch with the rest of them niggas too. Sean deserves a rematch with the rest of them niggas too. Ugas deserves a rematch. Danny Garcia deserves a rematch. Motherfucking Keith Thurman and Sean Porter need to get it on again. Kell Brook and Sean Porter need to get it on again. Don't miss me with that shit about only Errol and Sean need to get it on. Miss me. That's what I'm saying. This nigga on Instagram talking about, well, yeah, you gotta keep the same energy. You're being biased. What? What? The fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all know my office hours. Y'all know my office hours, man. Y'all better get the fuck out of my face. Y'all know my office hours. On that whole shit. Oh, well, yeah. Everybody's shitting on Sean. Left and right. Every time I turn around, you want to shit on Sean. Then all of a sudden, when he does a tough fight with Errol, all of a sudden Errol got exposed. What? So Sean Porter just got good? So Saturday, y'all see that Sean Porter just got good. Saturday. So you didn't see Sean Porter good any time before that. No time before that was Sean Porter good. It was just Saturday he's good. Saturday. Y'all got some splaining to do. Leave the X shit. Some splaining. Y'all got some splaining to do. See, there's more food. There's more food. Don't block the food. This food right here is fine. You can keep this food. Go ahead and bust this food to the white meat. Don't block this food. Just bust him to the white meat. Bust him to the white meat. Bust him to the white meat. Bust this nigga to the white meat. Then let him come back in and bust him to the white meat again. And if somebody blocked him, go ahead and unblock him just to bust him to the white meat again. Hi, haters. I love my haters, bro. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all show just how much of a fucking monster I am. Y'all show just how much of a fucking monster I am. Thank you, haters. Thank you. Shit, I wouldn't have nair not a bitch in my life. On some what's my man from How High he say nair nada. I wouldn't have nair not a bitch in my life if I didn't have the haters. Nair not a bitch. I wouldn't have nair nada. Nair nada nothing. Hey, I love this shit. I love it. The haters put a seal of approval on what I'm doing. Cause they can't fuck with me and they know it. Now let me say this again. And let me say this with some respect. Showtime Sean Porter did not just get good Saturday. Showtime Sean Porter been good. Alright? Been good. So, if Errol Spence got exposed and has to fight Sean in a rematch, fine. I'll be waiting for the Keith Thurman rematch and the Kell Brook rematch. I'll be waiting. Now, for the die-hard Bud fans, and not the die-hard Bud fans, really, not them, not the die-hard Bud fans. Those are real fans. I'm talking about the Bud fans, that Errol Spence haters. You're a Bud fan because you hate Errol Spence. For those guys, Bud Crawford is older than Errol Spence, just like Lomachenko is older than Tank Davis, just like Klitschko is older than Joshua. All those things, all those things, right? Just like that, for the Bud Crawford fans, the Bud Crawford fans who are Errol Spence haters, for you guys that say Errol Spence ducked Bud, for you guys, not the real Bud fans, but for you guys, for the guys that say Errol Spence ducked Bud, and you're pressing for Errol, oh, Errol got exposed against Sean. He needs to fight Sean. He needs to fight him. Okay, well, you are hurting Bud Crawford. You have hurt Bud Crawford. You have hurt him. Because you have put Bud Crawford on the shelf yet again. You have put Bud Crawford on the shelf longer. You have all but guaranteed that Bud Crawford will fight a nigga named Spinach next. He's fighting green beans right now. Eventually, Bud Crawford, because of you niggas that are pressing, oh, Errol needs to fight Sean again. Errol was exposed. He needs to fight Sean. He needs to give Sean that rematch. Errol was exposed. So first off, you hoe ass niggas are the ones that say that Sean Porter is not good. You hoe niggas. So you niggas are the ones that saying Sean Porter is not good, right? And Errol Spence was supposed to just walk straight through him. That's you niggas. So you niggas that said Sean is not good, right? That's first off. Now you shitted on yourself because now you're saying that Errol needs to fight Sean again. Fine. Well, now Errol is looking to fight Sean again. That fight is looking to be made. The rematch is looking to be made again. So you have put your hate for Errol has put the guy that you think will beat him, has put him on the shelf. So that nigga, he's fighting green beans right now, right? He will be fighting okra next. After fighting okra, he'll be fighting lettuce, cabbage, motherfucking tomatoes. He'll be fighting corn, squash. He's going to be fighting all them niggas. And you guys ain't going to say shit. Oh, well, the reason why Bud Crawford is fighting tomatoes and squash is because Errol Spence won't fight him. Errol Spence is ducking. Errol Spence is ducking Bud Crawford. That's the reason why Bud is fighting spinach, lettuce, tomatoes. That's the reason why Bud he's fighting a bacon, lettuce, and cheese sandwich. That's the reason why. That's the reason why Bud Crawford is fighting turnips, and okra. That's the reason why. Bud Crawford is only fighting sushi. You know what I'm saying? He's only fighting fresh sushi because Errol Spence won't fight him. That's the only reason why. Well, go ahead, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because you know what excuse you're going to be using after that? Here's the excuse that these whole ass Errol Spence haters, because you're not really Bud fans. You're really not. You are Errol Spence haters. The real Bud fans are like my brother Stephen L. Brother Reality. Those are real Bud fans. Die-hard Bud fans. My brother C Breezy. Die-hard Bud fans. Those are the real Bud fans. Those guys ride or die. Period. Point blank and period. These hating bitch ass niggas, that's what's up. That clown ass nigga that comes in here talking about, oh, well, Errol got exposed. He needs Sean Porter deserves his rematch. Okay. Well, here's the next thing you're gonna do. So you're causing us to shit on Bud's resume. You are calling us to shit on Sadali. No. Sadali is telling the truth, bro. He's telling the truth. Sean Porter was trash a week ago, and now he's good. He's telling the truth. I don't know why you rejected your shit. You're probably gonna come in here and say some dumb shit, but that's exactly what it is. Sean Porter was trash a week ago, and now all of a sudden he's good. But whatever. Anyways, let's get back to this work. Hey, hold on one second, family. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We back. My brother C Breezy. I spoke him up, and he slid in the door. What's poppin', King? What's poppin'? Tax tag. What's that tax tag? What it do? I know. I seen it. The game rigged, fam. The game always been rigged. It's always been rigged. Always. It's never not been rigged. The motherfuckers with the white sheets just put on a blue uniform. Plain and simple. But anyways, let's get back to this work. Facts, Trey. Absolute facts. Yeah, Sadali. Yeah. They forgot that he was a champion. They forgot that he is a two-time champion. They forgot that. And correct me if I'm wrong. But Sean Porter in the welterweight division right now, amongst the kings, Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao are the only two-time welterweight champions. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody, correct me if I'm wrong. Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao are the only current two-time welterweight champions. They're the only ones. Nobody else is a two-time welterweight champion. Not no Errol Spence, not no Bud Crawford, not no Danny Garcia. None of them. Not no Keith Thurman. None of them. None of them are two-time welterweight champions, which means they did it once. That's what it means. 88 Sports Talk. What's poppin', family? They did not climb the peaks twice. Now, I know some of these whole-ass AJ fans are listening. So if AJ fan beats Andy Ruiz, right, they're going to say, oh, remember BFTB? You said two-time champion. Remember that? Well, bro, Anthony Joshua is not beating another guy for the belt. All right? He's not beating a different guy for the belt. He's beating the same guy that he lost to. So where you can give him credit on that respect, and I will give him credit. I don't fuck with that nigga. Y'all know I don't like that nigga. But if he beats Andy Ruiz, and I'm picking Andy Ruiz to stop this man, but if he beats Andy Ruiz, I'm going to give him his credit. But I'm not going to give him the same credit that I'll give Sean Porter. I'm going to give him different credit because Sean Porter did it to another champion. Sean Porter went out and beat another champion to get that belt. Now, this is totally different scenarios. Totally different scenarios. I'm not going to shit on Joshua for beating Andy Ruiz if he beats him. I'm going to shit on Joshua for everything else. Fuck Anthony Joshua. I'm going to shit on him for everything else. I'm not going to shit on him for beating Andy Ruiz if he beats him, and I'm not picking him. I'm picking Andy Ruiz to stop that faggot. But if Anthony Joshua somehow musters the rainbow power, you know what I'm saying? If he somehow musters the rainbow power, if he gets every member of the LGBTQ if he gets every member and they somehow sprinkle the rainbow dust on him and he gets the juice to go beat Andy Ruiz, he gets that nut juice, you know what I'm saying, that crazy ball sweat, that ball sweat juice that this faggot nigga needs. If he gets that to beat Andy Ruiz, fine, cool, do your thing. And for everybody saying, oh, you're shaming the LGBT, bro, I don't give a fuck, all right? I don't give a fuck. Hate me, I don't care. You don't have to be here. This is my channel. This is the graveyard where you come here to die, nigga. You don't have to be here. So I'm supposed to be bigging up, let me big up the LGBTQ. For what? I don't see them niggas bigging up straight niggas. I don't see them bigging up heterosexuals. Where the fuck is the LGBTQ saying straight lives matter? Straight feeling, people who are straight, your stance matters. I'm not shaming straight people. Where the fuck are they at? Fuck out of my face. If you don't like it, if you are a fucking faggot or a homo or whatever the fucking else you want to call yourself and you don't like it, well nigga, leave. Because Bftb ain't changing shit. Leave. It's that simple. Take you and your punk ass subscription and get the fuck on. Go ahead and switch your faggot ass down the street somewhere. Do that. Alright? Do that. Motherfuckers out here. Oh, I gotta. Man, some motherfucker said to me, oh, you're a homophobic. Bftb, you're a homophobic. You're just hating on the gay community. Nigga, fuck you. The fuck is wrong with you? You're hating on the gay community. Well, where the fuck was any of these niggas at? You know what I'm saying? Talking about, oh, somebody's hating on the gay community when Sodom and Gomorrah was around. And I ain't even gonna roll into that shit, but I'm just gonna speak this shit. Because the last I checked, Sodom and Gomorrah, according to the Bible, was wiped the fuck off the face of the earth for all that faggotry and shit. The last I checked. So if you got a problem with me, nigga, then have a problem with Jesus. Go do that. Go have a fucking problem with Jesus. The fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, I don't give a fuck what y'all do. I don't care whose dick y'all like. I don't care what pussy y'all want to crunch on. I don't care. Don't give a fuck if you were born a man or a woman and you feel the need to change your shit and throw a dick on there or throw a pussy on there. That's your business. I don't give a fuck. I ain't shaming you for it. I don't care. Don't care. But don't come in here calling me a homophobic because I'm not agreeing with what you're doing. Nigga, fuck you. And I'm saying that to anybody. Fuck you. If you don't like the graveyard, then get the fuck gone. Poof, be gone. Disappear. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead and go find it. If you a dude that's on that weird shit, go find you a dick and suck it. I don't care. Enjoy yourself. You can still come to the graveyard and speak your piece about boxing. I got no problem with that. If you a bitch who likes chomping on pussy, well look, go find you some forest and chew that bitch. I don't care. But don't come in here expecting me to change who I am. It ain't happening. For nobody. I'm not changing who I am for nobody. Nobody's gonna make me change who I am. Nobody. I am me and I'm staying that way. Period. And if you don't like it, then take you and your subscription and get the fuck gone. Anyways, back to this boxing, bro. Let me get back to this boxing. So once again, right? And I got 20 more minutes to cook on this shit. I got 20 more minutes to cook on this shit. Right? 20 more before my brother Blue gets on. 20 more. Now, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this work. Corner girl, what's up, love? I see you. Let's get back to this work. All right? I need everybody that's here. Everybody that's here, right? When they start talking, when you roll around, when you're across my family's channel, across the LDBC, when you with my brother Junior, you know what I'm saying? When you out there in the corner with Marlo's Corner, salute my brother Marlo's Corner, man. Sub to Marlo's Corner. Sub to my brother Junior, sub to all my brothers in the LDBC, right? When you're out there on my brother Blue, you know what I'm saying, with the General, on the Godfather, You know what I'm saying? When you're across the LDBC, my brother Ticket, on all these channels for Non to Go, when you're out there and you see these people talking about Errol, Duck, Bud, when you see this, make sure you bust into the white meat with the information that those are the same people that wants Errol to fight Sean Porter in the rematch. Those are the same people. They want Errol to fight Sean in the rematch. And watch this. Watch this. Once that fight is solidified, once Errol is solidified fighting Sean in the rematch, I'll put a stack on it. A stack, bro. That they will come back out and say, oh, well, Errol Spence already beat Sean Porter. He don't need to fight Porter again. He's ducking. He's ducking. Errol Spence don't need to fight Sean Porter again. He already beat him. He's ducking Bud Crawford. We already saw this fight. I guarantee you, bro. I'll bet a stack on it. I'll bet a stack, bro. I'll bet a stack. I will bet a stack. I'll bet a stack. Queen 7-1 in the building. Salute to the Queen. Bro, I'll bet a stack when this fight is official. I will bet a stack when this fight is official that you will see the same people that came in here pressing Errol to fight Sean in the rematch. They will come in here and say, we don't need to see this fight. We don't need to see it. We already saw it. Errol needs to fight Bud Crawford. That's the fight we all want to see, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows we want to see this fight. Everybody. None of these niggas will mention the fact that Sean Porter also calls for the smoke with Bud Crawford. None of them will mention that shit. None of them. They'll just say, oh, well, nobody wants to see Sean Porter and Bud Crawford. All we want to see is Crawford versus Spence. Bet a stack. I'll put a stack on it. I'll put a stack. A stack. The second this fight gets made. Salute to my brother Jason in the Cash App, fam. Salute. I'll bet a stack, bro. A stack. As soon as this fight is official. As soon as it's official that Errol is fighting Sean in the rematch, these same people will come out talking about he's ducking Bud. He's ducking Bud. Now, I got a few more minutes, right? I got a few more minutes on this live, and I'm gonna cook on some other topics, right? I'm gonna cook on some other topics. The first topic that I want to cook on. The first topic. I still don't see anybody. I still don't see anybody mentioning the fact that As Juice is out here talking about retiring. I still don't see it. I still don't see anybody mentioning the fact that Applejacks is talking about retiring if he beat, win or lose. Win or lose, he's talking about retiring. I still don't see anybody mentioning it. Nobody. Nobody is mentioning Anthony Joshua retiring. Nobody. Nobody is mentioning Anthony Joshua talking about retiring after the Andy Ruiz fight and not fighting Deontay Wilder. Nobody. Nobody is mentioning it. No one. Not one person. Not one of these AJ Dick Riders. Not one of them are well, Mr. Landlord, let me take that back. Mr. Landlord said something about it. But the rest of them, the millions and millions and millions of AJ fans across the world, not one of these niggas, not one, are talking about Anthony Joshua should be ashamed of himself for talking about retiring after fighting Andy Ruiz, win or lose. Not one of them are saying that he is ducking Deontay Wilder. And let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Anthony Joshua, not only did Anthony Joshua say he's going to retire, win or lose, he's talking about retiring, win or lose, he then came out and said, I want to fight Tyson Fury next at Wembley. And nobody's mentioning it. Nobody. Nobody. As a matter of fact, fuck it, I'ma cook. I'ma just cook on this. I know my brother Blue's coming on, bro, but I'ma just cook on this. I'ma cook on this till this fucking meat is well done. Alright? I'ma cook till this is well done. This pussy nigga Joshua is talking about fighting Tyson Fury at Wembley. And oh, by the way, Tyson Fury comes out and says, I got big news. Stay tuned. Let me say this again. Let me say this again. Tyson Fury comes out and says, I have big news. I have big news. Stay tuned. I have a surprise. Stay tuned. I have big news, a surprise. Stay tuned. That's what Tyson Fury says. Mind you, he says it 2 days. 2 days after Anthony Joshua says, I want to fight Tyson Fury at Wembley after I beat Andy Ruiz. That's what he said. So I need somebody to put 1 + 1. Listen, I know a lot of times a lot of niggas will say 1 + 1 = 11. I understand that. Totally get it. If you take the 1 and you put the 1 right next to each other, it looks like 11. Unfortunately, in this scenario, there is a plus sign in between that 1 and 1. There's a plus sign. All right? There's a plus sign. Now, if Anthony Joshua, the first statement that Anthony Joshua makes is win or lose against Andy Ruiz, I am thinking about retiring. That's the first statement that this bitch-made nigga makes, right? That's the first statement. Win or lose, I'm thinking about retiring. That's the first statement he makes. Win or lose, I'm thinking about retirement. Win or lose. Win or lose. That's the first statement he makes. Win or lose, I'm thinking about retirement. The second statement that comes out is, if I beat Andy Ruiz, I want to fight Tyson Fury in Wembley. If I beat, big news. Stay tuned. Surprise coming. Stay tuned. If you put all of those things together, if you put them all together, it is a very good chance that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are fighting each other next. It's a very good chance. So when he made that post on Instagram, I said, ducking Wilder, fighting Joshua. Already knew. That's my post to that nigga. That is my post. Nah. Don't block Paul. Don't block him. You can smash that bitch ass nigga, but don't block him. Don't block him, but you can damn sure smash him. So let me get to what Paul said, right? Let me get to what Paul said. Wilder wouldn't accept the zone deal, so AJ moves on. That's the concept. So Wilder wouldn't accept the DAZN deal, so AJ moves on. Fine, Paul, fine. So AJ wouldn't accept the $50 million deal, so Wilder moves on. If you want to say that, if you want to keep that consistency, I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Paul Steadman, if you are, by you saying that Deontay wouldn't accept the DAZN deal, that had he accepted, they'd have to renegotiate right now. If Deontay Wilder accepted the DAZN deal, they'd have to renegotiate right now. Right now. My brother, Adewale M, just slid in the door. Salute. So let me clear this up for you guys. Let me clear this up again. The DAZN deal that was offering to Deontay Wilder. The DAZN deal that was offered to Deontay Wilder, right? Was Dominic Breazeale for Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua fights Andy Ruiz. And then 2 fights back to back for undisputed. That is the DAZN deal. Does everybody understand that? Can I get a thumbs up, a yes, a one, something? Because we're going to do this as a family. Can I get a thumbs up, a yes, a one, or something? That you understand that the DAZN deal was Dominic Brazil for Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz for Anthony Joshua. It was actually Jarrell Miller, but whatever. Andy Ruiz for Anthony Joshua. And then 2 fights back-to-back for Undisputed. Okay, we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement that that was the deal that DAZN was offering for Deontay Wilder. That was the deal. Now, if Deontay Wilder signed that deal, then there was an impossibility. It was impossible for Anthony Joshua to have a rematch with Andy Ruiz because he'd have to break his contract. I understand that might have went over your head. I understand it. So let me do it again. Because again, 1 + 1 is 11 to you bitch ass niggas. It's not, 1 + 1 is not 2. It's 11 to you guys. So let me do this slowly. The DAZN deal that Deontay Wilder turned down. All right? The DAZN deal that Deontay Wilder turned down. I'm saying these things twice so that you guys can, so it can sink in. Let me say this one 3 times. The DAZN deal that Deontay Wilder turned down was Dominic Brazil for Deontay Wilder, Jarrell Miller on to Andy Ruiz for Anthony Joshua, and then 2 fights for Undisputed. DAZN was banking on Deontay Wilder beating Dominic Brazil, and they were banking on Anthony Joshua beating Jarrell Miller or Andy Ruiz. Let me say that again. DAZN was banking on Deontay Wilder beating Dominic Brazil. DAZN was banking on Anthony Joshua beating Jarrell Miller or Andy Ruiz. They were banking on it. That is the reason the deal was made the way it was. They were banking on those fighters winning their respective fights. Deontay Wilder held up his end of the deal. Anthony Joshua did not. So if Deontay Wilder would have signed that deal, Anthony Joshua could not fight. He could not fight in the rematch. College law was popping. Let me say this again. Because Hamed is in here trying to write. This nigga Drake Watershawn is Hamed trying to write. He does the same shit all the time. But anyways, let me say this again. If Deontay Wilder would have signed, that deal with DAZN, then Anthony Joshua could not fight the rematch with Andy Ruiz because he'd be in a breach of contract. Oops. Whoopsies. Oops. Oh, Andy Ruiz, you're going to Saudi Arabia. If you don't go to Saudi Arabia, Matchroom and Eddie Hearn is going to sue you. It's in the contract. You must go where Eddie Hearn tells you. It's in the contract. You will be sued. You'll be sued if you don't fight in Saudi Arabia. It's in the contract. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. We don't want to talk about that? You're lucky I'm not at my computer, because there'd be a song playing right about now. There will be a song playing right about now. If I was at my computer, there will be a song playing right about now. If I was at my computer. Derek McGee was popping. If I was at my computer, there will be a certain Boys to Men song playing right about now. How soon you bitch ass niggas forgot. Oh, Eddie Hearn has a contract. It's in the contract. You signed the contract. You signed it. It's a signed contract. You must obey the contract. If you don't, it's a breach of contract, and Andy Ruiz will be sued. Andy Ruiz Andy Ruiz signed a contract, and he needs to go where Eddie Hearn says but when Deontay Wilder signs that contract for that Dominic Breazeale fight, and then 2 back-to-back fights with Joshua for undisputed. Let me just break this down on how stupid you motherfuckers are. Let's just break this down on how stupid this faggot nigga's Paul is. This dumb nigga Paul. This Mr. Potato Head. Let's break this down on how dumb this motherfucker is. This motherfucker says, oh, so Wilder, he didn't sign the contract. So Joshua moved on. Right? So dumbness number 1. D Walker, what's popping? Dumbness number 1. This nigga, this dumbass clown Mr. Potato Head ass nigga, right? Says, so Wilder didn't sign the contract, so AJ moved on. Okay, dumbness number 1. Dumbness number 1. Joshua didn't sign to fight Deontay Wilder for $50 million. So Wilder moves on. Using his own terminology. So Wilder moves on. They called that a duck. A Wilder duck. Because Joshua didn't accept to fight for the money he asked for. That is a Wilder duck. Because Joshua didn't agree to take the money he asked for. But now out here, they're saying Wilder should have signed the DAZN deal. Wilder should have signed the DAZN deal. So fine. Let's just say, hypothetically, Wilder signs the DAZN deal. Let's just say hypothetical. Frank the French, what'd he do? Let's just say Deontay Wilder signed the DAZN deal. He signed it. It's locked in. All of these bitch-ass niggas who hate on Wilder would still hate on Wilder. They'd still hate. Oh, yeah, he signed that DAZN deal. Yeah, he signed it. But I guarantee you he pulls out. I guarantee you Deontay Wilder finds a way to duck Anthony Joshua. He's going to duck. I guarantee it. He's going to duck. But let's just say he signed it. Let's just say Deontay Wilder signed to fight Anthony Joshua. He signed to fight Dominic Breazeale. And then he went back-to-back for undisputed. The second Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz, he broke the contract. Not even the rematch. Nigga, you lost. I'm signing with DAZN for 2 fights for undisputed. Remember now. That is what these whole ass niggas are saying. Valda Chris in the building, salute. Remember, all of these whole ass bitch-made UK pussy motherfuckers like Paul and the rest of these bitch-ass niggas, every last one of them are saying Deontay Wilder ducked undisputed. Ducked undisputed because he didn't sign with DAZN for 2 fights back-to-back against Anthony Joshua. That is their claim to fame. So if Anthony Joshua lost, not even the fight itself. Denise Edwards, the queen, is in the building. Let me say this again. Not even the fight itself. The simple fact that Anthony Joshua lost his belts is a breach of contract, because the contract is for 2 fights for undisputed. That's the contract. Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. What's good, family? So let's break this down, because I need everybody to understand me. I need everybody to be on the same page, all right? Let me get a 1, a yes, a thumbs up, something. Let me get something so that you understand what I'm saying. Anthony Joshua losing the belts. If Deontay Wilder would have signed with the Zone, Anthony Joshua losing the belts is a breach of contract in itself. In itself. Because he was signing to fight the Zone. He was signing with the Zone to fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed. So when Anthony Joshua lost, if he lost, he broke the contract. Okay, so we are agreeing. We are agreeing now. Remember, this is not my talking point. This is these hoe ass niggas talking point. Paul and the rest of these bitch ass niggas that come in here talking about how, Deontay Wilder ducked undisputed. He ducked undisputed. Look at this guy. Wilder will duck Ruiz. All right. Okay. Wilder will duck Ruiz. Okay, dude. Your food. Enjoy being on the menu. Now, anyways, let's get back to this work. Let's get back to this work. All right? Yeah, real boxing talk. But I already talked about that. I'm on these heavyweights right quick. But you are correct, sir. You are correct. Jethro Bodine, what it do? Anyways, let's get back to this work. Now remember now, they said Deontay Wilder ducked $100 million and undisputed. He ducked $100 million and undisputed. All right, that's what he ducked. $100 million and undisputed. He could have fought Brazil, and then he would have had 2 fights back to back with Anthony Joshua for undisputed. Now, the second Anthony Joshua lost, if Deontay Wilder would have signed that contract, the second Joshua lost, the contract is null and void. The contract is null and void. Null and void. Because you are no longer fighting. You are no longer fighting for undisputed. Now, let's just say Deontay Wilder went forward with that. Let's say he went forward. How is Anthony Joshua going to fight Andy Ruiz? How does that fight happen? What if Deontay Wilder said, no, fuck that. I don't care if you don't got the belts. I don't care if you just lost to Andy Ruiz. I don't care. The contract says you're fighting me next, and I want this fight. The contract says you're fighting me, and I want it. So how does Anthony Joshua then turn down what he signed in a contract and then go fight Andy Ruiz? Somebody explain that. Somebody. I need somebody to explain, because that's 2 breach of contracts. That's 2. That is 2 breach of contracts. Tyrone Sanchez, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because Deontay Wilder himself said, I will still fight Anthony Joshua. And he said that on an interview with 78 Sports TV. He said, even if he don't have the belts, I'll still fight him. I'll fight all these guys. He still said that. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Look at the deflecting. Look at it. None of these guys are coming in here answering my question. None of these guys are coming in here saying, damn, Bftb, yeah, man, I guess he would have broke the contract. None of them. They're all coming in here still trying to disrespect Deontay. Oh, Deontay will never fight AJ. He'll never fight him. Deontay Wilder will duck Andy Ruiz. He'll duck Andy Ruiz. He'll never fight AJ. He'll duck Andy Ruiz. But they are not addressing the very points that I put out. They're not addressing it. The very points that I put out. The fact, if Deontay Wilder would have signed that contract, the moment Anthony Joshua lost, he broke the contract. He broke it. It's done. Go ahead and stew on that, because there is a P-Files video coming out, just so y'all know. Bftb. Shout out to the LDBC. And I'm out.